Hey guys, this is Matt Miller with Politibrawl. Senator Elizabeth Warren just tried to ambush RFK Jr. during the Senate hearing today, and they had a very heated screaming match. Watch it right here, and we'll break it down afterwards.
Last November, while you were under consideration to become Secretary of Health and Human Services, Mr. Kennedy, you said, quote, "If vaccines are working for somebody, I'm not going to take them away." No exceptions, no ifs, ands, or buts. You would not take away vaccines from anyone who wanted them. Then last week, you announced that the COVID-19 vaccine is no longer approved for healthy people under the age of 65. In announcing the change, you said the vaccine will be available for anyone who wants it. Now, obviously, both things cannot be true at the same moment. So let's clear this up right now, Secretary Kennedy. Will you tell America that all adults and all children over 6 months of age are eligible to get a COVID booster at their local pharmacy today?
Anybody can get the booster.
I'm sorry?
Anybody can get it, Senator.
Anybody. So you're saying that is now the official rule of HHS. Anybody is eligible to get a booster by just walking into the pharmacy.
It's not recommended for healthy people.
No. If you don't recommend, then the consequence of that in many states is that you can't walk into a pharmacy and get one. It means insurance companies don't have to cover the $200 or so cost. As Senator Dr. Cassidy said, you are effectively denying people vaccines.
We're not going to recommend a product for which there's no clinical data for that indication. Is that what I should be doing?
What you should be doing is honoring your promise that you made when you were looking to get confirmed in this job.
You're going like this.
And that is, you promised that you would not take away vaccines from anyone who wanted them. You just changed the classification of the COVID vaccine.
I'm not taking them away from people, Senator.
It takes it away if you can't get it from your pharmacist.
Well, most Americans are going to be able to get it from their pharmacy for free. Most Americans will be able to get it from their pharmacy for free.
The question is everyone who wants it. That was your promise,
No, I
Kennedy,
didn't. I never promised that I was going to recommend products with which there is no indication.
When you said...
And I know you've taken $855,000 from pharmaceutical companies, Senator.
Did you hold up a big sign saying that you were lying when you said that? Because you are the one who said you would not take them away. Now, Senator Kennedy,
I'm not taking them away from anybody.
Secretary,
you want me to indicate a product for which there is no clinical data?
Senator,
is that what you want?
Secretary Kennedy, you said you wouldn't, and now you did.
I'm not taking them away. Everybody can get access to them.
No, they can't walk into a pharmacy the way they could last month and get access.
It depends on the states.
A year ago,
but they can still get it. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it, Senator.
So look, let's move on. You clearly are taking away vaccines. I've seen the list for what's coming up next, and that is the agenda for the next CDC vaccine panel. And first up is ratifying your COVID actions. Second is hepatitis B is on the agenda. So should Americans expect you to take away hepatitis vaccine access as well, even though you promised not to?
As I said, I'm not taking vaccines away from anybody.
Okay, same answer, right? You're just going to deny that when people can't get access, that you're not taking it away. Then let me ask you, is that the same game you're going to play with measles,
you want me to recommend every product in the world?
No,
so that without any clinical trial data.
Through on your promises.
Yeah, my promise was to give.
A month ago, we could get COVID vaccines by just walking.
You can still get COVID vaccines, Senator.
You are taking that away.
No, you are still. You can still get the COVID vaccines, and Medicare will still pay for them, and Medicaid will still pay for them.
Head of the CDC that if she refused to sign off on your changes to the childhood vaccine schedule, that she had to resign?
No, I told her that she had to resign because I asked her, are you a trustworthy person? And she said no. So if you had an employee who told you they weren't trustworthy, would you ask them to resign, Senator?
So I'm sorry, but this is not what she has said publicly. She has
Well,
said
I'm
she
not
was
surprised
told to
about that.
pre-approve. So you're saying she's lying?
Yes. Every conversation I had with her, there
And
were
let me get this
witnesses.
straight. This is the same person that less than a month earlier, you stood next to her and described her as unimpeachable, and you had full confidence in her, and that you had full confidence in her scientific credentials. And in a month, she became a liar? Is
Yeah,
that what
you
you're
should
saying?
ask her what changed. And by the way, a month ago, you were voting against her. Oh, because you thought she was either incompetent, ineligible, or unsuited to the task.
I voted
Now I
against her
agree
because
with
I
you.
was afraid she was going to bend the knee to you and Donald Trump. And it looks like she didn't bend the knee, so you fired her. Look, you are putting America's babies' health at risk, America's seniors' health at risk, all Americans' health at risk, and you should resign.
So as RFK is defending himself from all of these Democrats today, Elizabeth Warren came with probably the most heat that I've seen so far. And she's trying to claim that the fact that RFK does not recommend the COVID vaccine for healthy young individuals who don't need it, right? It's something that they can optionally do, but it's not something that's a prerequisite or something that they have to do. There's no mandates anymore. That this is somehow limiting or going back on his promise, what he said he was going to do, making it accessible to everyone, because the insurance companies and certain pharmacies will now not make it available for free. This is a massive stretch of logic, and it doesn't make any sense. And RFK, clearly called that out and said, look, do you want me to recommend every single drug in the world as the HHS secretary just so it's all covered for free by insurance companies? It seems like Elizabeth Warren's real gripe should be with insurance companies and their policies on covering vaccines, not with RFK, who is making an honest medical assessment about the necessity for healthy individuals, young individuals, and people who don't have pre-existing health conditions. He's making an honest assessment about their lack of need for the COVID vaccine. It doesn't need to be mandated. It doesn't need to be recommended and provided universally. It can just be something that somebody chooses to get if they want to or if they feel that they're best served by doing so. People have the freedom to do it. He didn't remove the COVID vaccine access from anybody. So this is just another far-reaching attempt, grasping at straws by the Democrats, by Elizabeth Warren, no doubt, to demonize RFK because, and as RFK points out here, she has taken millions of dollars from Big Pharma. So many of these Democrats and so many of the establishment in Washington, D.C. are in bed and have been in bed with Big Pharma for decades. And they are desperately trying to defend the narratives that they've been told and lobbied to push. And anybody like RFK or Trump or the entire MAHA movement that challenges that starts asking the wrong questions, asking dangerous questions, they need to take them down. They need to demonize them. They need to discredit them. And that's what we're seeing this whole performative hearing today. It's not about getting to the truth. It's about trying to paint RFK like a villain. RFK, since day one, has been an outsider. He's challenging the status quo in D.C. with as it relates to the pharmaceutical industry. And he is asking, all he's doing is challenging the protocols. He's asking, do we need to have universal vaccine mandates? Do we need to have all of these additives and preservatives and harmful chemicals in our food? Or could this be the cause of some of the chronic health problems that our country is facing? America is the greatest country in the world, but it's far from the healthiest country in the world, and that needs to change. And that's RFK's entire crusade. He's trying to change things. He's actually trying to do things differently so that we can get on a different track and make Americans healthy again. We have diabetes, we have chronic diseases, we have obesity, and it's killing Americans. It's killing us. It's hurting our quality of life, and it's completely unacceptable. We don't have to just sit here and take this. We need to be promoting things and challenging the norm with what Americans have been doing and what they've been prescribed, what they've been told from the pharmaceutical industry. The pharmaceutical industry does not have Americans' health. It's not their priority. Americans' health needs to be taken into their own hands. People need to educate themselves. They need to be asking questions, and they really need to be skeptical. The pharmaceutical industry is trying to protect itself from regulations, from things that are going to limit its ability to drive profits. It's a self-interested industry. It's not. It doesn't prioritize or have the best interest of Americans at heart. So I think that the days of unfettered pharmaceutical companies destroying Americans' health are finally over, thanks to RFK. And I hope that he continues to do the great work that he's been doing. He clearly does not care about criticism. He has a very thick skin. And I think that he's a great member of Trump's team to help make America great again by making it healthy again. So let me know what you guys thought of this exchange between Elizabeth Warren and RFK during the Senate hearings today. In the comments, if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you guys get notified when we post brand new videos to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and supporting Politbrawl, and I'll see you guys next time.